Article 6, 2001. Despite his father's teachings, years pass. He works several jobs, gets married, divorced, marries again. He woos her with dancing and song. He sees in a new century, retires, still sings, still dances. At his wife's insistence, he takes up walking, cycling, and crossword puzzles. On the hillside, he notices how quiet it is, pleasantly so. But as the hill gets steeper, the regular thump of his heart increases, along with a humming feeling in the nerves of his teeth, as if they were icily cold, so that he notices a chill with each breath inward and with each breath out. He pedals faster, and soon he imagines himself at the finish line, which he passes with an understated dignity. And happy that he's won the race, he allows his mind to wander. To his right, he sees rare grasses, swathes of purple heather, and then an opening to a rabbit warren. And he thought for a moment of the mine that his father had worked in, and remembered the tone in his voice when he told him, "You're not going down there, son. You're not going down there." And he wondered how many rabbits there might be down the warren, and he remembered the 1,100 men that would go down the mine on any given shift in a lift that they called the cage. These speculations were interrupted as he heard his wife's voice from behind him.
"You all right?"
"Shh," he said.
"Listen."
We now suppose that he heard a short, sharp explosion. We now suppose that the explosion, which he was already listening out for, was caused by his father setting off a charge of dynamite at the Dunsall-Seam of Bentley Colliery sometime in the mid-1930s. I imagine him trying to rest the bicycle, one slurred word as he hit the ground. Later, he was found to have suffered a transient ischemic attack caused by a temporary disturbance of the blood supply to a restricted area of the brain, resulting in a brief neurological dysfunction that persists by definition for less than 24 hours. If symptoms persist, then it's reclassified as a stroke. His wife reports that for 1 hour he could not remember his name, nor where he was, nor where he lived. It is worth noting some of the things he did not remember, given what it is that he did remember. He did not remember his first wife, his first lover, or any of the things he had most madly loved about her. He did not remember the births of any of his children, nor even the daughter who had died the day she was born. He did not remember his childhood friend Johnny Walkden, born the same day, 28th of August 1934, and he did not remember the drunken promise they made on the night of their 21st to keep in touch. And he did not remember when this promise ceased to feel important. He did not remember any of the hundreds of poems he had committed to memory in his youth so that he could give himself the shivers at will, not silent upon a peak in Darien, "Oh my God, I heard this day." None of these did he remember, not one. He did not remember Ella Fitzgerald sharing the bill with Louis Armstrong, Satchmo. And he did not remember how his eyes had burned at those sounds. He did not remember the first time he had been bested, and he did not remember the pleasure of giving respect. He did not remember when everything began to remind him of something else. He did not remember when he began to care about the rising price of gas, electricity, or any of the bothersome things that preoccupied him with the onset of old age. And he did not remember the 3 times in his life that he had woken himself up with laughter. This is what he remembered. Article 9, The Dance, 1972. Article 10, 2001, the song.
Soft and sweet, let me hold it close and keep it here with me. And one day we will die, and our ashes will fly from the aeroplane over the sea. But for now we are gone, let us lay in the sun and count every beautiful thing we can see. Love to be in the arms of all and keeping here with me. What a curious life we have found here tonight. There is music that sounds from the street. There are lights in the cloud, and as ghosts all around, hear a voice and she's rolling and ringing through me. Soft and sweet, all the notes all bend and reach above the tree. What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all round the sun. When we meet on the cloud, I'll be laughing out loud, I'll be laughing with everyone that I see. Can't believe how strange it is to be anything at all.
Years later, I asked him about his fall and about his landing, and he seems unable to remember much at all, except for
How clear the water was, and all the little fishes.
he said,
Talk about a clear blue sea.
"Thank you very much."